Santana?
Hey, welcome home, Cruz A. You all look good. Island life is great for you.
What are you doing, man? Where's Santana?
What kind of a way is that to greet an old pal? It so happens I have a message for you from Santa.
What is it?
Well, she went out. But so as you won't feel abandoned, she left me here to keep you company. Oh, yeah, and she also left a terrific breakfast. I can personally testify to that. Here, I'll dish you up, son.
No, thank you, man.
Oh, come on, man. Huevos rancheros, pe tostada con mermelada.
Oh, you just now. This ain't buzzers. You're not waiting tables, okay?
Oh, yes, it's... Almost forgot about that. Got to be second nature. By the way, do you have any work for an unemployed waiter, ferryman? I might need a little, seeing as you're probably on a job. Maybe I can help you out.
Since when are you unemployed? Rosa, come in. Santana isn't here right now.
Hello, Cruz. Hello.
Miss Andretti.
This is for both of you, a wedding gift.
Well, thank you. I think I'll wait until she gets back so we can open it together.
I would have gotten it to you sooner, but I had so little notice.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe the mermelada went to my head. Did somebody get hitched around here?
Yeah, Santana and me.
You and Santana?
Girl, you need a job. I just got an idea. I'm going to authorize you to go down to the lab for me, to forensics, and get the reports they're working on there.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, make sure it includes the electron microscope scanning data, the fingerprints, and the blood samples. You got that?
I got it.
Okay, good. You go. It'll be there when you get there.
I'm gone. My best buddy tells me everything except for good stuff. Really nice to see you again, man. Hasta la vista, Inspector.
Cruz, is it true that Gina tried to kill Eden and that now Gina's missing?
It looks that way, Rosa.
I didn't want to believe it. Cece has forbidden discussing it around the house for Brandon's sake.
Well, I think that's for the best. I hear that Eden is going to be released from the hospital soon.
Later today, Haley and I had to get Kirk's things out of their room very quickly to make it ready for her. We just moved things down the hall into Mason's old room. The doctor said that while Eden is recuperating, it's better for her to be alone.
Mary?
Mason.
Well, what's wrong?
I was just about to go in and get things set up for Eden's return.
You're crying.
Yeah, I am, but I'm fine. I really am.
No, you're not. Mary, if you need a friend, I hope I still qualify as that.
Let's make Kurt think I'm dead.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the beach.
Well, what, are you going to take a little swim?
No, I'm going to kill Gina Capwell.
Esta loca? You must be out of your skull with the fever.
I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm doing.
You do, huh? So you're going to go to the spot where the police are probably looking for you right now.
I gotta throw this stuff in the water.
Well, what's in here?
These are clothes. They're pieces of my clothing that I ripped up and I put my own blood on, and I want to make my death official.
You're going to make your death official if you try walking on that leg, Gina. You can't go down. You're too sick.
I told you, there's someone trying to kill me. If he knows I'm alive, he'll track me down like an animal.
Okay, give me the bag then. I will take
No, this is something I have to do myself. I can't trust anybody else to do it. Not even you. I'm going to turn myself into a ghost. I'm going to come back and I'm going to haunt the people that have tried to hurt me and keep me down, every single one of them.
Gina.
I know you were in the gazebo earlier. Ted saw you when he was out jogging.
Yeah, I was there watching the sun coming up. It was just beautiful.
I wish I'd seen it.
Well, I should go in.
I'm a little worried about you.
Oh, please, don't worry about me. This is embarrassing enough as it is.
You don't have to be embarrassed around me. You should know that by now.
But see, Mason, it's not as it appears. I'm not unhappy, really. I'm really very happy. I know how lucky I am, and you know, everyone's got problems now and then.
Maria, look, I don't mean to pry, but the other morning Mark was acting very strangely. Now, you're obviously upset
Mason,
about...
I can't talk about this with you. I think I should go back to the guest house and fix my face.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that I truly want what's best for you, no matter who that might be.
Well, we'll talk more when Dr. Mills gets here.
Okay.
Hey, Santana.
Oh, hi, Ted. You're not moving out, are you?
What? Oh, no. Courtney and I are just helping Mason move his stuff out of his room. Kirk's going to be staying here until he gets better. Hey, I just want to say congratulations, Mrs. Castillo.
Thank you.
I guess this is pretty obvious why your wedding didn't go too well with Mason.
Ted, Cruz and I are waiting a while before we tell Brandon about the marriage.
Oh, won't say a thing.
But I get to take him home with me today. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it is. I'm certainly going to miss him around here. I'd empathize me with you.
You'll come by and play with him sometime, won't you?
Yeah, you try and keep me away. I tell you, you take care and I'll... Hey, Haley.
No. I gotta be going. I'll just see you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Stay out of Cruz.
Bye.
Everything okay?
Well, sure. Everything's fine. I'm sorry I'm late. I went to run an errand.
You don't have to apologize to me. And my motto is, less work, more pay.
Yeah, well, I don't think your father or Rosa would agree with that. Ted, did I hear right? Did I hear you say that Brandon's going to be living with Miss Andrade after all? Capel's residence. Oh, yes, he is. May I ask who's calling, please? Just a moment.
Who is it?
Laken Lockridge.
I did it. Nobody spotted me.
Excellent. Now there's a few more rags floating in the Pacific Ocean.
Hey, it's gonna work. It's gonna buy me time, and it'll probably save my life.
Right, Gina, if I didn't come down just now when I did, you would have passed out down on the street there. Look at you. You're a mess.
I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Okay, then will you do me a favor and just get back in bed here and relax?
All right. I will. Ow.
What's the matter?
I just hit my leg.
Here, let me see it.
It's okay, really.
Here, let me look.
No.
Just, look, it's bleeding again. You're gonna have to change the bandage. Will you hold still? Does it hurt?
Yes.
Okay, well, then look. All right, do this. Here, hold on. Just do this. Go, ay caramba, malo mal. All right, and when you do it, go like this. Go with your hand. Ooh. What's so funny?
That?
You do it. That's why little brother does, and it works out. Just do it. Go. Ooh.
Ay, caramba. What's the rest?
Malo mal. Gina, this really is mal. Look, this infection is spreading.
Look, it'll be all right. It'll start to heal by itself.
It's not going to heal by itself, Gina.
It's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be fine, just like I told you.
You're dreaming.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Our little deal is off.
Why?
Why? Because your loving ex misses you so bad he's willing to pay to see you again. He's going to give $10,000 to anybody who sees you and tells him about it.
I always hoped for you and Santana Cruz.
I knew you liked me.
I loved you and trusted you. I believed my daughter would have a good life with you.
Then you should be happy for us, Rosa.
I can't help having questions and doubts.
You want to tell me what they are?
Why did Santana refuse to marry you when you first asked her?
Because of her pride, she needed me to convince her, which I finally managed to do.
Then the two of you ran off in secret to my sister Elena's to get married as though you were ashamed?
We weren't ashamed. Santana wanted to claim her son before Cece had a chance to change his mind. And after Mason's fiasco of a wedding party, neither of us had the desire to go through that again or to put Brandon through it.
Why aren't you living together openly now that you're man and wife?
For one reason. We didn't want to spring the idea on Brandon before he had a chance to get used to it.
Cruz, I don't believe that you would ever deliberately hurt Santana.
So why are you so angry with me, Rosa?
I'm not angry. I'm afraid. I'm trying to tell you that I've always believed in you, that I know you're an honest man.
Is there something wrong with that?
No, but sometimes you can hurt people more by trying to do the right thing, Cruz, when your heart isn't really in it.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mama.
Hello, darling.
I'm going to get that stuff for you.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. I bought all the things that Brandon likes. Be careful, dear.
Yeah, your mama brought us a wedding present here.
Oh, Mama.
Hi.
I decided to wait until you were home so we could open it together.
Oh. Oh.
It's a bedspread.
Oh, it's handmade. That's beautiful, Rosa. Santana?
Thank you, Mama, for everything. Thank you. Mama, there are no words to describe how happy this man has made me. I am passionately in love with my husband.
And today, of all days, after waiting all these years, I'm finally going to get my son back.
Thank you for changing my life.
Oh. I hope you'll always be as happy as you are at this moment, mi amor.
Oh, Mommy, that's too much for me to ask. Just having this one perfect day is more than I ever expected.
You deserve it. Both of you. And many, many more. I have to get back to work now, darling.
Don't turn me in, Angel, please. Look, I'm begging you.
Just quit it, okay, Gina?
Look, I'll do anything. Anything you want. I'll be good to you. You don't know how good I can be.
Gina, will you back off?
Please, the Capwells hate me. You don't understand what they've done to me. They've been so mean to me. I was just like you. I didn't have anything. I had to scrape and save for everything I ever got in life. And I really did love my first husband. And when he died, I felt so alone and so vulnerable. And that's when CC came after me. He made me think that he loved me and that he wanted to marry me. But all he really wanted was to take my son away from me. Then he made up this lie. He said that I slept with his son so he could kick me out of the house without a penny and without a stitch on my back. Do you really hate me that much that you want to send me back to those people?
I never said I hated you. I don't hate you.
He probably wouldn't even give you the reward money. Now, he'd find some way to get out of it. He's always breaking his promises, and he can get away with it because he's so rich and powerful. He'd probably find some way to turn it around and have you arrested for the crime. I know how much that money means to you. I could get some for you. I told you I would. I can get a couple $1,000s from my niece right now. And you know, Brandon is going to inherit millions. I can have a piece of paper drawn up that says that you would get a
Will
share
you just
of
back off and give me a chance to think, Gina, please?
Please. Please, my life is in your hands. Don't sell me out. Don't turn me in. Don't let Cece put me in prison for something I didn't even do.
Will you shut up? I have never sold anybody out in my life. Do you understand that? I have never taken blood money in my life.
Thank you.
But Gina, I'm not stupid either. You are sick, and you're getting sicker. You have to go to a doctor. Now, if one of the Capwells doesn't track you down first, somebody else is going to spot you, and they're going to claim the bread. So why shouldn't I do it?
Sure. Okay, well, thanks for calling, Laken. Right, well, take care of yourself. Bye.
anything the matter?
No. No, she's done okay. She's still in Tahoe. She's taking some good classes, has a good job. And the guy she's engaged to, he sounds like he's pretty nice, from what you told me.
Why did she tell you about him?
Well, actually, I asked. So I was just curious. You know, now I think about it, she didn't sound all that excited about him. But probably just because, you know, trying to tone it down, didn't want to hurt me or anything. Well, you know, that's probably what it is. Listen to me, will you?
Well, I hope you told her you have this beautiful girlfriend who's very rich and smart and is madly in love with you.
Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Maybe I should call her back and tell her I forgot.
Actually, I thought maybe she might be calling to say she's married already.
No, not yet.
Well, why did she call?
Oh, she just wanted to hear how Eden is.
Oh. Ted, I know no one's talking about it, and that's kind of why I've been afraid to ask, but what happened to Eden?
Well, I'm not supposed to say either, really, but, well, it's going to come out. Somebody tried to kill her.
Kill her? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know.
Well, who would do something like that?
Well, that's actually another thing I'm not supposed to say until the police make the move. Heck, I'm not in a charitable mood. It was somebody here that lived here before you came. It was Brandon's mother. But look, you got to promise me now you're not going to say a word to anybody, especially Brandon. He cannot know this. You promise?
Well, there you are.
Dad, I'll just finish up. I got a few more things and I'll be all done.
Good. Is the room ready for Kirk to move in?
Almost.
Well, when you get that done, would you see Rose about getting some refreshments together? I'm having some guests over, and I'd like you to serve a light brunch, okay?
Well, what's this?
Bit of color to brighten up your day.
Don't tell me I'm going to have to be wary of attorneys bearing gifts, Mason.
This attorney has only your best interests at heart, Augusta, and I say that with tongue nowhere near cheek.
Well, thank you.
On a more businesslike note, I've been trying to reach Mr. Sinclair, so I left this number with the secretary.
Ah, the art expert.
He's going to reappraise Lionel's paintings. He's one of the best in the field.
When he quotes a price lower than the one you suggested I turn down, I can just jump out the window and feel I'm in good hands.
The best. They'll be there to catch you.
Stop trying to disarm me.
Well, I can't help it if I like you, Augusta. Besides, I'm worried about you. After all these years...
Of togetherness? I think I probably was more alone with Lionel than I am now.
I know he was away a lot.
Why don't we change the subject? I don't know what you could know about it, swinging bachelor that you are.
Swinging in the breeze, ready to be cut down.
Oh, I think a man who really wants to get married can find a woman's love.
Well, that's true. And I did. Then I lost her, and now she's spoken for.
Well, if you found one, you can find another.
I keep telling myself that, but I won't listen. I can't seem to get it through my head that I can't have her. It's absolute madness.
Then sometimes you think that maybe if you've done things a little differently, it could work out. Could have, possibly.
All the time.
And there are whole moments where you fool yourself into thinking maybe it still could work out.
All the obstacles fall away and you come together like you were in the beginning.
Something like that. Excuse me. Hello? Yes, he's here.
This is Mason Capwell. Oh, thank you for getting back to me, Mr. Sinclair. I represent Mrs. Lionel Lockridge, and I'm calling in reference to the sale of certain paintings of the Lockridge estate. I'd like to set up an appointment with you as soon as possible. I'll be leaving here shortly, then you can reach me at 555-7374. Oh, fine. Oh, yeah, I'll be waiting for your call. Thank you. You might be able to do it today. I'll need the master list of the paintings along with the most recent appraisals.
I wonder if I shouldn't just keep one painting for myself.
For the sake of art or sentiment?
Mason, you're not really an insensitive man, but you can't know what it's like to be married all those years. I mean, even if you realize it's the end of a relationship, it's hard to sweep them all aside, you know. The hell with it. Sell them all, I want the money.
Your command is my command.
It's my stupid pride. It's my stupid pride that got in the way of my love for Lionel.
And this is for Brandon's shoes and sneakers, you see?
We're...
Oh, and we can't have too many of these around.
Oh, wow, that guy's great.
Isn't he? Well, this is it. I know I'm going to go overboard at first, but I just love buying things for him.
Yeah, I'll probably have fun doing that, too. As long as we remember that presents aren't really what he needs.
I know. Well, maybe we should start getting over to the house for the meeting that Cece has set up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Listen, I have to call the lab first. I'm waiting on the forensics and fingerprint workup from the Capua boathouse. Listen, me working on Eden's case isn't going to affect us. I want you to know that.
Well, to lose a child, and especially in that way, it's horrible. I hope Gina is punished for what she's done.
She may already have been punished. Each day that passes, it's less likely that she's alive. So is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Eden should have the police working on his case, and she should have someone that is the best, and that's you. Dr. Mills, what should we tell Brandon when he asks about Gina?
Well, since we're not certain she's dead, say as little as possible for now, without lying. Tell him we don't know for sure where she is, but let him know that she loves him and that she said it was okay for him to stay with you.
Santana and I have decided not to tell him that we're married, at least for a few days.
Good idea. I think he's still trying to figure out why the wedding to Mason never came off.
I'll get that. Excuse me.
Ben, you do believe that Brandon is better off at this time with Cruz than he is with Mason, don't you?
Well, he's very fond of Cruz, but he's also attached to Mason, and he'll expect to see him. Meanwhile, Cruz, the more quality time that you and Santana can spend with him, the better. And then, when the time feels right, Santana, ask Brandon what he thinks of the idea of living with Cruz in his house. If he says he likes it, then that's the time to tell him that you two are married.
Cruz, there's someone to see you, dear.
Oh, thank you, Rosa. Excuse me.
It is very hard for me to have Brandon leave. I love him, and I want to be part of his life.
You should be.
I don't want to interfere with his new family.
No, you won't confuse him with your attention if it's handled right.
Hey, how's this for service?
Don't tell me that envelope wasn't sealed when they gave it to you.
No, I was going to tell you that, but I got to be up front. I overheard some of the lab boys mention Eden's name, and since I've been out of circulation for a while, I wanted to see what was going down. So I took a little peek. I don't think you're going to like it.
I'd like to decide that for myself, Pearl, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. By the way, I still haven't offered my congratulations on your marriage to Santana, and I am not going to. I think it's one of the dumbest things you ever got yourself into. And don't think it's because I'm not nuts about Santana. I mean, I was thinking about marrying her myself. But you, my friend, you have a one-track mind. That track only leads one place.
Girl,
and that place is a dead end.
How'd you like to have your mouth taped shut?
Because it looks like Eden ripped off her stepmama, Big Daddy's ex-missus.
Not that it's your business, but it was the other way around. Gina tried to kill Eden.
No. You haven't gotten to the good parts yet. The electron test shows powder burns on Eden's clothes. Huh? The blood on hers was Gina's. And the only prints in the place were Eden's.
Pearl, the Capwells own the boathouse?
The boathouse? I'm not talking about the boathouse. There wasn't one set of clean prints in the boathouse. Something about the rough wood finish or something. I am talking about the gun.
Oh, listen, do you mind if I open this before you do? You seem to have missed it.
Sure. Be my guest. What's in it?
It says that the gun is registered to C.C. Capwell.
He still thinks of you as his father, but kids have an amazing adaptability. Brandon will be able to keep his relationships with you and Cruz straight.
I hope you will, Cece.
I'm sure you'll help me, Santana.
Doctor, do you think that Santana should ever tell Brandon that she's his real mother?
Well, not now, certainly, but later, when he's fully adjusted. Again, it's a matter of timing. Speaking of which, I'd like to see Brandon before I go. You said you kept him home from school?
Man, she's upstairs. Come on, take you to him.
Dr. Mills, could you please give me a note to give to Brandon's teachers? I'd like to keep him home. I know that there are only 2 days left before Easter vacation, so he won't miss much. I just don't want him learning at school that his mother tried to murder someone and that she might be dead. Oh, Haley, are you all right, dear?
Yeah, it's all right. It's just a little accident, Mills. I got it.
So is everything all right?
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you, Sid.
I'll take care of this, all right? I'll go get a broom and a mop. I'll be right back. All right?
Does anybody need any help here?
No,
Got it.
I just dropped some dishes.
You sure? I'll be glad to.
I'm fine, please.
Yeah, it's my favorite sport, but I ought to warn you. I hold the world's record. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't report that way. Somebody else is bound to. After all, who's the corpse? Gina, not Eve.
There is no corpse until a body is found.
A minor detail.
Yeah, right. Man, there's one part of this I don't get.
Well, I'm all ears. What?
Okay, what stopped Gina from going through it? Does that make sense? I mean, it was a perfect setup. She had to either drop on Eden. Eden was unarmed. She was taken by surprise. Now, if she really wanted to kill her, I mean, it doesn't seem to me there was anything to stop her from doing it.
Yeah, and if Eden wanted to dust Gina, she may have very well succeeded.
Except that there's no reason for Eden to want to dust Gina.
That you know of.
And she was only there because she got this note from me, which forensics
Yes,
has not seen.
Check it out. Come to the boathouse at 2. Love, Cruz. Pity. You have a way with words.
I didn't write it.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that.
Did you? Fake notes ring a bell with you, do they?
Vaguely.
I'm going to pick up a warrant this morning to search Gina's motel room. If I find the typewriter this was written on, it's going to turn all this evidence around and point it straight back to Gina.
Well, I hope Mason at least clears this out by this morning, because
Kirk is bringing Eden home by lunchtime. I'll have everything all cleared, ready for her.
I understand Kirk is going to be using Mason's room for a while.
only for a little while. Just until she gets some total rest and quiet. Mary's going to be taking care of her. Tell me something, Cruz. Have they made any headway into locating Gina?
Not since we found her shoe.
At least the police are accumulating evidence against her.
We'll get a lot clearer picture when it's all in. We can talk about it then.
Cece, there's something I need to say to you before Brandon comes down.
Oh, Santana, there's something I want to say first. I just want you to know that I feel good about you having Brandon now. I know that I've been an obstacle about that. I've tried to be fair and think of his welfare at every point. I know you didn't quite perceive it that way, but I have. But I know your devotion is beyond any doubt. And you deserve to have him. And that's the end of my speech. Now, what did I interrupt you about?
I appreciate your kind words, Cece, but they're not enough. I want it in writing.
I don't quite appreciate that implication, Santana. I thought having Brandon would be enough for you. We'll talk about it later. There he is now.
Here's the man.
Brandon, you look so good. Oh, is that a new shirt?
Yeah, my mom got it for me.
Well, it looks very good on you.
Thank you. Santana?
Yes, dear?
Is there room in your house for me to put my books and pictures that my mom gave me?
Of course. We'll go get them. Come on.
They're in here.
Oh, well, that's fine. It's fine. You could bring anything you want with you.
Hi, Daddy.
Nice, huh? You know what I'm going to miss the most? Not taking you to school in the morning. No, I'm going to miss even more not tucking you into bed at night. I'm not going to say goodbye. You know why? Because I'm going to see you a lot.
Can I still sit behind your desk sometimes?
Are you kidding? You know what you can do? You can sit behind my desk at times.
Can I still come over to your house and play, Cruz?
Hey, the more times the better, pal. Well,
Will you still come and see me?
just as much as before, sure.
Are you ready to go home, sweetheart?
I guess so.
Well, then, let's go.
Haley!
I really have to get some stuff.
Haley, listen to me. Now look, I know you're upset, but I think I understand why. It's hearing that Gina may be dead, isn't it?
Ted, you don't know how hard it's been for me not to...
I know. I mean, you may have only met Gina a couple of times, but Haley, you've gotten to know Brandon so well, and the idea of him losing his mother at this age, well, it must have brought back a lot of your own feelings about losing your dad a little while ago.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey. Look, I know you must feel alone, but you're not. I want you to know that.
I don't believe Gina's dead. It can't be, and I don't believe that she tried to kill anyone. I know she would never do that. You don't believe it, do you? Ted. You do. I have to go.
Well, no, Haley, wait a minute.
Hey, Cruz? Cruz!
Cruz?
Come on. Hello? Yes. I've got to find Cruz Castillo. Immediately. Yes. It's an emergency.
Man, you know, what I'd like to do is stay here and mess around with you all day. You know, we could tear up the furniture, play chess or whatever, but, you know, get in Santana's way.
Oh, you wouldn't be in my way. I'd be fooling around right along with you.
Well, then we'll have to do that real soon. But unfortunately, what I have to do is get back to work right now. So why don't you settle in here, have a good time, and I'll come visit you as soon as I can.
Okay.
All right, is there anything special you want me to bring you back?
No, thank you.
Santana's got some real neat stuff for you. You're going to love it. Okay, I'll see you, man. Take care.
Thank you.
Well, nada.
Oh, no, not for nothing. Thank you for the wonderful new life.
I'll see you.
Bye. Oh. You know, there were a lot of times that I wanted to do that, but you just weren't around.
How come you didn't get married and have your own little boy?
I don't know. Just didn't work out that way. So we have the whole day to ourselves. What would you like to do? Well, why don't we start by unpacking your bag? Then I can make you a grilled cheese and tomato sandwich for lunch.
Okay.
Is that still your favorite thing for lunch?
I guess so.
Good. Oh, and then we could take a tour of your room, and I could show you all the neat things that I bought for you. Then you could decide whether you want to move things around, okay?
Okay.
This is a lovely picture. Why don't you find a place to put it? Anywhere you want.
Just getting everything ready for evening?
Yeah, I'm just taking a break.
Martin Buber's I and Thou. Well, you never cease to amaze me. You agree with him?
If I understand him, I do. That we can only really connect with people on the level of souls. But that it's hard to connect on that deep level because we get afraid.
We attack before being attacked. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little down.
What's happened?
I don't know. I just had a meeting with a man who deals in art, and I can't really go into details, but I found yet another instance of somebody trying to cheat somebody else. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. And a little discouraged, I guess. There's so many people stabbing each other in the back, trying to outwit, outsmart the other guy. And really what it's all about. Do unto others before they do unto you. God knows I've done enough of it in my day. Shouldn't question it in others.
I think questioning is the first step.
I've always had my reasons. Rationalization, but I guess that's how we manage to live with ourselves, isn't it?
I don't see it quite like that.
Tell me.
There's nobody perfect on this earth. But I think in everybody there's good, even in the most evil people. And I think we have to work to reach that good in ourselves and in others.
Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever reach what's good in me again.
Oh, Mason, I've been wrong about you. I've been looking at the other side of you. And there's so much love about you. Do you think maybe you could just let that sink in without covering it up with one of your quips?
That's very hard.
I know.
I need to ask you something.
What?
Knowing me as you think you know me now, assuming you're right, and I pray that you are, and knowing Mark as you've come to know him.
Mason, don't ask me anything like that, all right?
I'm sorry.
Mason, it was really important for me to talk with you like this.
Me too.
I'm glad you're my friend.
Well, coming from my favorite person on the planet, that's quite a compliment.
Do you know our friendship has survived some really awful things we've said and done to each other?
Most of them my fault.
Oh, no, I've held up my end real well. I feel better.
You look happier, too. Is it communing with me or Buber that did it?
If you need a compliment, Mason, why don't you just come out and ask instead of fishing around?
All right, next section, Proverbios. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Quien canta, su mal espanta. Does anything sound familiar?
I don't know. Maybe the mall.
Yeah, good. I mean bad. Mal means bad. Good. And the whole thing means whoever sings drives away his grief.
Hey, well, you've never heard my voice.
Now repeat, in Spanish. En español, come on.
But could you just say it again?
Gina, are you writing down what I'm saying to you or not?
I'm listening. I really am.
What am I doing here? You know, not only do I let you talk me out of getting the free cash, but now, here I go get my little brother's Spanish book and I'm teaching you Spanish.
I'm sorry. I really am. Don't get mad. It's just that I have so many things running around in my brain that I'm trying to remember.
Well, maybe you oughtn't to remember them then.
Yes, I should. And we both should. I mean, they're important. I'm really very organized. You'll find that out about me when you get to know me better. I was a great executive secretary. That's how I met my first husband.
Yeah, you ought to tell me your life story sometime. I'll tell you mine, too, in Spanish.
I'm really very grateful to you. I'm going to make sure you get an even bigger reward than the measly $10,000 that C.C. Capwell is offering.
Yeah, where am I going to get this? In heaven?
Here's a list of things to do.
For who to do?
For you to do. I can't get around.
Get checkbook from motel room.
I can backdate a check. You can take it to the bank and cash it and buy me medicine with it.
Have the police found the clothes on the beach?
Be sure that those clothing scraps get to Cruz.
Well, I thought you said just leaving them there would be enough.
There's nothing wrong with helping nature along a little bit.
Gina, Cruz is not a fool. He'll wonder how I got into the act. And besides, I don't feel like playing games with Cruz. I owe him. You know, he took care of me when I was turning state's evidence.
All right, forget about Cruz. Let's just get on to the next one.
Or Eden.
Eden Cranston. You have to find out exactly what condition she's in. And we don't know if the papers are telling the truth or not. I want to know exactly where I stand.
What, there's more?
Yes. I think I've just figured out exactly what to do with the man who's responsible for all of this.
Who, Mr. Capwell?
No, the one who's trying to kill me.
Right. Now, what was his name again?
I think I figured out what to do with him.
Mr. Fuera de la Mente.
What is that?
Are you out of your mind?
De la Mente?
Knew it. No typewriter.
You want to search through Mrs. Capwell's room, huh?
Yeah, specified on this warrant. That's the basic idea.
Yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, I read about that reward in the paper. I was hoping she would show up back here, but no such luck.
How long has it been since you've seen her?
Yeah, a couple of weeks now.